Good evening, good morning, and good day, YouTube. Thank you for watching. My name is Chris, and this is my workshop. I wanted to make a new sign, but I wasn't sure what kind of sign. Then I thought of something. I want this sign to be inspiring and to remind me of why I like YouTube. So I created that. I'm very excited to make this sign because it's going to remind me about the community of YouTube and makers while I'm working in my workshop every day. Here I'm using polystyrene plastic foam, and I decided to cover it with Durham's Rock Hard Water Putty. I enjoy using this material because it's applicable for anything like metal, wood, plastic, and you can cover it, you could let it dry, you could sand it, you could paint it, you can sculpt it. It's great for prop making, and in this case I'm trying to make a sign with it. So now that the foam is cut and the putty is mixed, you apply it and then you let it dry. And it takes a bit of getting used to working with this material. I decided to use a bigger paint scraper, and this is a really old one that's been really abused before, but it is water, so it will make your tools rust. I recommend a cheap plastic scraper or paint palette thingy. So I let this dry for about 2 hours, and I used a heat gun to speed it up, but be careful because it will melt the styrene. And then I decided to add another coat after it dried for about the first hour, and then let it dry for another hour or two after that. And it's just barely dry enough so you can paint it at the end of that process. Here I'm applying 2 coats of white on this one and 2 coats of red, and then I finished it up after they both dried with a clear coat high gloss. Then I decided to continue this process and make a like button. I'm doing this project very quickly because this sign is actually going to go on the wall of my shop, and it's just going to remind me about all the people that I love and respect on YouTube, as well as be a constant reminder to keep making things and be inventive and playful. So I took my Duresta ice pick, marked out the holes, tried to figure out where the center square is, and I'm trying to carve out grooves that will allow the LED strip to sit just in enough where it's still giving off light, but I don't want to cut too deep because then I'll cut straight through the back of it, and it'll be very flimsy and even more delicate than it already is. So I decided to keep the remote sensor on the right hand side of the sign, and it goes right behind the red play button, and it still works even though it's hidden. Trying to figure out how to mount the light system was the hardest part of the building process. And here's the test. That's the remote module right there. I used hot glue because I had it and it's very easy to use, but I quickly realized as I was trying to hang the frame, or to hang it, the glue really wasn't holding. The paint created a separate layer from the styrene, which made it incredibly delicate. And here on the back you can see I used finish nails as pins to kind of just support the glue. So, if you do it on an angle and they're counter angles, then it kind of grips it in a little bit better. If I was going to do this project again, I would probably add another base layer of polystyrene. So here you go, guys. This is what it looks like on the wall of my workshop. I'm very happy with it, even though it's not anything too fancy, but it makes me happy and it reminds me why I like to make YouTube videos. Thank you for watching, guys, and be sure to check out my other videos if you're interested in my projects. I hope this is helpful and inspiring in some way, and I had a lot of fun making this. Thank you.